Why do we do cyber supervision? Hi, my name is Emran Islam and I am from the International Monetary Fund. In recent years, cyber risk has become one of the largest risks facing the financial system. Threat actors have become increasingly sophisticated, the financial system is increasingly digitalized and interconnected. This therefore accentuates the need for strong, robust cyber supervision of financial entities that operate within the financial system. The first principle for cyber supervision is ensuring that supervision is in alignment with the regulatory framework. Thereafter, a cyber supervisory framework should be comprised of a multitude of different approaches, tools, and initiatives to be able to ensure that financial entities are subject to effective, robust, continuous prudential supervision. When conducting cyber supervision, there are two core components: continuous off-site monitoring and on-site inspections. The two disciplines must go hand in hand and help inform each other. When conducting off-site supervision, it is essential that supervisors have a process that begins with planning, gathering information, analyzing this information, and then being able to report thereafter. Off-site supervision is predicated on gathering core information from the supervised entities. This takes a whole suite of different forms. For example, regulatory gap assessment and self-assessment is a core and essential source of information from the financial entities that provides supervisors with an insight on where the financial entity stands in its quest to become more mature in its cybersecurity. This also allows the supervisor to build a risk profile of the financial entity and have a deeper understanding of its digital profile. Information such as organizational structure, how the three lines of defense at the organization works, information around cyber incidents that have taken place, key risk indicators, reports from audits and penetration tests, the results of these, any profile and major changes that take place, any technology that is being implemented or newly adopted, cyber mapping, which provides an understanding of how the networks of the institution operate and where there are external dependencies, and ad hoc surveys conducted at different moments to gather information from financial entities. All of these are essential components that, when brought together, provide the supervisor with effective information to carry out effective supervision. The activities of the off-site supervisor is essential in helping to inform the on-site inspection team. Off-site supervision allows you to gather information, analyze risks, identify potentially key risk areas. This helps inform the on-site inspector, who then carries out on-site inspections of the financial entity. The on-site inspection process is fairly straightforward. It starts with planning, scoping, pre-inspection gathering information and analyzing this information, then executing the inspection by going on site, then analyzing the information, identifying the weaknesses and the vulnerabilities and the areas for improvement, closing, reporting, and then following up. But on-site inspections can take a number of different forms. You can have a full scope inspection, partial scope, a thematic review, a post-incident inspection, follow-up inspections. They take a whole suite of different approaches, but on-site inspections are incredibly valuable in learning about how the financial entity that you supervise is operating itself. in the domain of cybersecurity. During an on-site inspection, there are many things that a supervisor ought to do. Obviously, have detailed discussions with different personnel from different functions at the organization, such as Chief Information Security Officer, the Security Operations Center, the Risk Management function, the Internal Audit function, the senior management responsible for business decision, and so on. It is essential when doing an inspection that the supervisor does walkthroughs, asks the financial entity to do presentations on a broad range of topics, and in general reviews documentation and performs a number of different tests. All of this during an on-site inspection is valuable activities to provide the supervisor with an insight on where the key risks are for that institution and how effective the institution is in operationalizing its cybersecurity framework. At the end of the process and at the end of the on-site inspection, the team should ensure that there is a quality assurance process whereby they can validate their views and their opinions with those who are more independent at their organization. This allows a degree of challenge so that at the end the findings are more robust. When carrying out cyber supervision, it is very important that the off-site function and the on-site function interact with each other and they do not operate in silos. This continuous monitoring off-site will always help feed the on-site team, and the conclusions of the on-site inspector will help inform the off-site supervisor. Cyber supervision requires effective collaboration and coordination, but it is essential, especially in this moment when cyber risk is increasing due to the factors already mentioned. This simply reinforces the need for strong, robust, and effective cyber supervision of the financial system and the entities that operate within it. Thank you.